All over the world, business leaders and government officials complain about the skills gap. Businesses have plenty of job openings, but they cannot find enough qualified applicants to fill the positions because workers' skills do not match those needed by employers. For the most part, the employees that employers in Western countries are seeking fall into two categories. The first category includes professionals in STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, or mathematics, that require advanced training and expertise, especially in information technology, IT. The second category is much larger, comprising workers in the skilled trades. Workers in the skilled trades have expertise in, for example, manufacturing, computers, electronics, and construction. There are simply not enough workers with training in these areas to meet the growing demand. These jobs require more than a secondary education, for example, a training course to develop the required skill. But often, they do not require a university education. In the United States, almost half of the labor force works in these kinds of jobs. Why have we been unable to bridge this gap and prepare workers for the jobs of the future, or even the jobs of today? The answer lies in both the job market and the education system in many Western countries. The job market is changing more quickly than ever before. Many of the jobs that companies need to fill today did not exist when current job applicants were in school, making it difficult for curriculums to keep up with the demands of the market. Nevertheless, numerous business leaders argue that schools are not doing enough to provide the technical training that many jobs demand. For example, only a quarter of all schools in the United States teach computer science. Most schools and universities continue to offer the same type of education that they have provided in the past. As a result, lots of students graduate with degrees that do not prepare them for the jobs that are available. Given this mismatch between the education system and the job market, several labor experts say we cannot and perhaps should not depend on traditional schooling to close the skills gap and should instead find alternative solutions. Both industry and academic experts argue that businesses themselves need to take a more assertive role in the preparation of the labor force they require. Businesses have the best information about what skills their employees will need, so it makes sense for them to participate in training prospective employees. First, they need to communicate better with schools and universities about the skills they require. Second, they should establish relationships with future employees earlier, perhaps through partnership schemes that begin training future employees while they are still students. Finally, businesses may need to develop and provide their own in-house training. Technical skills, particularly computer science skills, are in high demand, but developing these skills is not necessarily best accomplished by means of a traditional university education. There are a wide range of schools, courses, and training schemes that have opened in response to the demand for computer science professionals, some in brick-and-mortar classrooms and others online, technical colleges for the digital age. The top computer science schools are expensive, but some boast a 99% placement rate for their graduates, many of whom find positions that pay $100,000 a year or more. The skills gap is both persistent and expensive. One business expert estimates that a company loses $14,000 when a position remains open for 3 months. The skills gap is the result of many factors, and there is no single solution to the problems it poses. It is likely that a combination of approaches will be needed before the supply of qualified workers will be able to meet demand for them.